We are getting started. Who's ready to cook?
Me.
Huh? Excited. All right. Tell us if you are cooking along with us tonight. Maybe tell us if you're just watching or if you're cooking. Make sure that you let us know who you're here with. If you're a consultant, your first and last name, if it's not already part of your Zoom name, we want to know because we're going to be doing attendance prizes tonight. So must be present to win. So if you're watching this in replay, we're sorry that you missed out on that. But we're so glad that you're watching now, and we will have this document uploaded in our workshops group on Facebook. If you are not on Facebook, but you're catching this, just message your consultant and they will be able to give you the grocery list, the shopping list. You can print it off and do everything we're doing tonight at home. It's a really, really quick and fun 5 recipes that we're going to show you tonight. So, cutting up your chicken. Awesome, Sandy. I'm glad. So tell us, where are you watching from? Who's your consultant, or are you a consultant that's joining us? We'll probably have you guys muted just during the presentation as we cook along, and then we'll open it up for questions at the end. Our giveaways tonight, these are the biggest giveaways we've done on a workshop. We have a 60% off coupon, and you'll get to pick from a selection of cookware. We have 2 50% off coupons to give away. And you can, anybody that's here can win that. All right. Whether you're a consultant or you're a guest. And then we have 2 free consultant starter kits for 2 people to get to try being a Pampered Chef consultant for free for 30 days. Try it out. So if you are curious about being a Pampered Chef consultant and you would love to try it for free, and maybe you've been on the fence in the past, either tell us in the chat that you'd like to be entered for that, or you can text your consultant right away and they'll make sure that you get entered for that at the end of our call. Okay, so which recipes are you most excited about? We're going to be featuring 5 chicken recipes. And as we get started, I want to show you, if you're cooking along with us, you should have cooked your chicken ahead of time. But if you didn't, there's no worries, right? So here's my favorite chicken prep tool. I'm going to start with my, it's just raw chicken now. I've trimmed it with my Pampered Chef kitchen shears, and several of these recipes called for cubed chicken. And so that's what I would use for this as well. But I just wanted to show you with a couple pieces how quick this can be. This is our close and cut set. It comes with the coated knife and our close and cuts. It's spring loaded so that when you grab your chicken here and close it all the way down, it will cut it right in half. All right. So that is our close and cut tool. So what I'll do is cut all of this chicken in half. And you know that we're always trying to be budget friendly. So I just doubled your chicken, and it will go twice as far. So you're saving money already, right? So while I finish up my chicken close and cut set, I'm going to pass it over to Dusty because she's going to talk about getting your chicken cooked. All right, Dusty, you're on mute, but I'm going to pin your video.
Hi, everybody. So I don't know what I'm going to do, you guys. I forgot to put out my chicken. It is frozen solid. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. But guess what? I have the Rock Crock and I have a microwave. So I am going to take, I'm actually using chicken, and I do this a lot. Frozen solid. And I am going to put them in here. I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to put them in the microwave for about, I usually start at 7 minutes, and then I'll keep an eye on them. might have to add a little bit more. So what I'm actually gonna do is just start them out at 10 minutes. And this is a quick and easy way to make a dinner because I can take my salad choppers and I can get them all, once it's done cooking, I can get them kind of shredded, add some barbecue sauce for shredded barbecue chicken or taco seasoning for quick tacos for chicken tacos. I can't talk. But yes, this is one of my favorite things to do.
Awesome. Thanks, Dusty. And so your video is just a little bit lagging behind. So for anyone that had trouble hearing her, she had her frozen chicken, but she is going to cook it in our Rock Crock for just 10 minutes. And the less chicken you have, the less time that it will be. Rock Crock is clay, so it doesn't have any metal. You can put it in the microwave. It goes in the oven. It can go on the stovetop, on the grill. It's dishwasher safe, soap safe, really, really awesome. And one of our brand new products here in January is the brand new Rock Crock slow cooker stand that will keep things warm. And like I'll cook my meal and then keep it on the burner. So I know we have our Super Bowl coming up, and I always make buffalo chicken dip, chicken in the microwave, add all the rest of the ingredients, chop it up with the salad choppers and pop it in here for the rest of the night. And it is awesome. Okay, so that's brand new. It's a redesign if you might have the old design a little bit better. The other thing that you can do to cook your chicken, and my favorite meal helper, is our multi-cooker. And I have that here. You might have our quick cooker, and that's another way. Has this inner pot. You can do sous vide, which is a nice water bath cooking. It takes a little bit longer, but it keeps things moist. So when we're talking about power cooking, and tonight we're power cooking, wanting basically the idea is that you're cooking once and doing all of the labor quickly but efficiently, and then you can eat at least 3 times. So cook once, eat 3 times. That saves you time, it saves you money. And if you're going to eat these meals within a week, you can keep them in the refrigerator. If you you can keep them in the freezer for 3 months. So we're going to give you kind of both options tonight. I know Lisa, who's helping us tonight, is going to be she's going to be cooking one for her family as well. So Lisa, I think we'll pass it to you to start off with our smoky black bean chicken wraps and our cheesy chicken tortilla soup. So if you picked either one of those recipes, you're going to want to get ready to go. And my tip, I'm not sure if Lisa did this too, but if you have a large glass bowl, what I did was I did my chicken in one bag, and I'll have my other ingredients here. And the bowl just helps stand up your bags so that you don't have to chase them around. So that's my little tip. All right, Lisa, you ready?
I'm ready. Okay, so you might need to, I'm not sure, Katie, if you've got my second one, or Kim, my second one needs to be pinned and not my first one. I don't know if that helps you at all. But anyways, so I am doing the smoky black bean chicken wraps that I am going to put in my bag to throw in the freezer for a later meal. But I'm going to make the chicken tortilla soup right now. So what I've got is I've got my pot here on the stove. I already put in my chicken broth. So what the directions say is that bag 2 is what needs to go into the pot first, which is our chicken broth. And then I already opened up our diced tomatoes with green chili. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to throw that in here. And then it also asks for 2 tablespoons of the chipotle rub. I'll be honest, I didn't have it on hand, so I'm actually using the Southwestern rub. We also have everything taco seasoning. That is also a great alternative for any type of Mexican dish. So again, I'm just doing 2 tablespoons in here. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is it's asking for me to cube up about 1 inch each of some American cheese. I didn't really know if that meant that I should do like Velveeta or if I should do something more on the edge of just like block cheddar cheese. I went with Velveeta because I know that Velveeta is easy to melt. So I'm using our cheese knife. And what I love about our cheese knife is that it actually comes with the, what is this called? The shield. So that you can store it nicely. But it also has this tip here. So if you do end up cutting up some of those harder cheeses, you can use this tip in order to be able to pull it up. So this block is 32 ounces. I only need about 8 ounces. So I'm going to do like a quarter of this. Cut through that. And I'm just going to put this to the side. I'm going to cut this up again into just cubes. I also decided to cook my chicken ahead of time. I cooked it in the deluxe multi-cooker. I did about a half a cup of chicken broth and I did 3 big chicken breasts. I did the same thing as Katie. I cut them in half because they were massive. So, okay, so I've got this all done. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this right in here. This needs to come to a simmer. So I've got it on like medium high heat right now. We're just gonna, again, let that cook while I go ahead and I prep. Let's see here. What do we need to do next? We're going to leave that. And then we're going to actually prep the smoky black bean chicken wraps. What I am doing is with the Flex Plus, I love using this for shredding chicken. It makes it so easy. So if you've never seen the Flex Plus before, I'll give you just a quick little tutorial. This handle right here is what is the magic for everything that goes with the Flex Plus. So you can either use the immersion blender, we've also got the mixer, and then we've got the food processor. So tonight I'm just going to use the food processor. And all I'm doing is I'm putting this handle right here on top, and that's what's going to have the power for our food processor. So I'm going to put that to the side. I like I said, is that I cooked my chicken ahead of time. I cooked it earlier today and I threw it in our leak-proof glass containers. And all I'm doing is just because I want to make sure that the Flex Plus can get through this, I'm just cutting it up into like little chunks super quick. I just find it easier to use. Throw in the chat, does anybody have this Flex Plus? And if so, I want to know, which attachment do you use the most? Is it the immersion blender? Is it the mixer? Or is it the food processor? I personally actually use the mixer quite a bit. But like I said, is that I love using it to shred chicken. Okay, so I've got all my chunks in here. I'm just going to put my top back on. I'm going to lock it. So how this works is there is a blue button. I'm going to take this off. There's a blue button on, or I'm sorry, a gray button that's on the back here. This is the lock for this handle. So you need to hit that unlock button first before any of the lights even show up. So I'm going to hit that. And then I'm also going to put my intensity or my speed to 5. And it takes a little bit for it to go, so don't be alarmed if it doesn't go right away. I'm not sure if you can see that. Look at how nice and easy it chops this up. So slick. I'm going to take my handle off, going to unlock it, and look at how easy that was shredded. And it's like a lot of it is pretty consistent. So I love the Flex Plus for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out the blade so that I can actually put my fingers in here and not get cut. Okay, so I'm going to start making, let's see here, the smoky black bean chicken wraps. I need to put in, and I'm going to use our reusable bag. I'm not sure if you guys lost me. No, you didn't. Okay, I'm getting a phone call, so I'm really sorry. But I'm gonna put in our one bag here. We need to do one portion of the chicken, and I'm just eyeballing it. So I'm gonna put that in here. Because again, the other portion is what I'm gonna be using in my soup. Okay, so I've got chicken in here. I have a can of drained black beans. So again, I opened up the can, I threw it in. These are our stainless steel colanders, comes in a set of 3. This is the smallest. I love these. They are awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in the bag. It's back in the sink. And we need 1.5 cups water. So I already put that in my Easy Read measuring cup, and I'm just going to throw that in here. And then I need 1 to 2 tablespoons of smoky barbecue rub. And see, Katie was smarter than me, and she put all of her bags in a bowl, which definitely makes sense. So everybody wants to be like Katie. So I'm gonna be like Katie here. I'm gonna put it in here so that this doesn't fall over. And we're gonna put 2 tablespoons in the bag. All right, so this is the contents of bag 1. I'm gonna try and get out the air a little bit. And I don't know if you guys have these reusable bags. They are amazing. I didn't think that I would use them all that often, to be honest. And I use them all the time. I actually got rid of all of my Ziplocs, and this is the only thing that I use. So this is ready for the freezer. And then I also have another leak-proof container. And this is what I'm going to put my rice in. So I went ahead and I already pre-made my rice in our rice cooker. This is the 3-quart. We also have 2 other sizes. I believe it's 2 and 1 quart. If any of the other Pampered Chef consultants want to chime in on that, that'd be awesome. But I already pre-made my rice. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the leak-proof container. And then it also says, this is probably a little bit bigger than what I needed to do for the glass container. That's okay. And then it also says for us to add some of our rub to this. And there is a note that if you're saving this for later in bag 1, you want to increase the seasoning. So I put 2 tablespoons in my bag because I plan on freezing that. This one only asks for 1 tablespoon. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're just going to mix that in. And done. So I have 1 freezer meal already done and completed while I've got my tortilla soup is still warming up. I'm gonna prep that stuff next here. What did I do with my lid? Oh, right in front of me. Perfect. Okay, so meal 1 done. Now let's move on to the tortilla soup. What else do we have to do for that? Okay, so we already have our chicken right here. We need tortilla chips finely chopped. So again, I also tried to get some of this done ahead of time. I am actually chopping all of my tortilla chips in our manual food processor. I'm not sure if you guys have these prep bowls. If you do, drop in the chat what you use your prep bowls the most for. I love my prep bowls. I use them for snacks. I use them all the time. But this is a 3-cup prep bowl. What I like about this is that I know that when this is full, I've got 3 cups, which is exactly what I need. So I've got our manual food processor. Again, I'm just throwing my chips in here. Also, I feel like that there's a little bit of a debate on manual food processor versus our chopper. So I also want to know, which do you prefer? Personally, I prefer the manual food processor, but my opinion may not necessarily be the majority.
I love this. Would you rather have the MFP, that's the manual food processor, or the chopper? Put that in
Yeah.
the chat. We'll take a little poll. I love it.
All right, so all I'm doing is just pumping.
So the other thing, Lisa, that you can do, like if they don't have a food processor, you can just put that in a bag and use a baker's roller or even a meat tenderizer if you're nice to your plastic bag.
Sorry if we
Chopper
can't
would
hear
work.
you.
Too, yeah.
Okay, and that's it. I'm not sure if you can see how finely chopped that is, but you take out the blade, throw it in here, and I've got almost my 3 cups that I need. And my bag is gone. So this is what we're going to deal with tonight. Okay, so we've got that done. And then we've got frozen corn kernels. So again, I've got my easy read sitting right here. I'm going to open this baby up. And you want to know what? There's like 5 kernels left in here. So we're putting the whole bag in. And that is done. So my soup, let me just stir it up here. I should probably grab a different
So-
spatula.
While you're stirring, if you're freezing this meal tonight, then you would have in bag 1, your chicken, the 3 cups of crushed tortilla chips, and then your 2 cups of frozen kernels. And then for bag 2, that American cheese or Velveeta, a can of tomatoes, your Chipotle rub, and then what you'll do with these, take the air out, seal bag 2, so the one with the rub and the tomatoes in it, and put it inside of bag 1. That's the dry ingredients. And then you can freeze it. And don't forget to label. I think a Sharpie marker, put the date. And the other thing I like to do is print out the to serve instructions and just put that inside the bag, the dry bag as well, or you can tape it to the outside. And then if you plan to put this like in your rock crock or slow cooker, if you bunch it up so that it's not frozen, like I used to freeze mine flat and then it wouldn't fit inside of the bowl when it was frozen. So that's just a learn the hard way tip for you as well.
And that's it. I will show you. It's got to simmer for about 5-6 minutes. So I'll show you when it's done, but I've got all of my ingredients simmering over here. And let me tell you, it smells amazing. And I can't wait for it to be done. So I'm going to kick it off. Back to you, Katie.
Okay, awesome. I am, well, let me find myself. Here we go. Okay, so let's hear it. If you win one of our 50% off items tonight, what will you use your 50% off coupon on? And then is there any piece of cookware that you've been curious about? I think most of the cookware, I'd love to show it to you if you'd like to see it. But our cookware is, we're giving away a 60% off coupon tonight as well. Okay, let's do this meal prep. Now, I am a big fan of freezer meals. It's something that I've done a lot of over the years. I used to do a lot of freezer meal workshops when I had young kids, but I just love having a meal done. And sometimes, like in this case, we had you pick 3 recipes that you wanted to make. One of the recipes that I made, it had like all the things that we can't eat. But I wanted to try the meal, and one of the gals from my book club, she's just coming home from the hospital, and we started a meal train for her. So I'm actually making this Dijon chicken noodle toss for her. And so she is just cooking for 1. So I did a little bit less than what's on the actual recipe. But in here, bag 1, I have cooked chicken, and I did have it cubed up. And then we're going to put frozen peas. If you're making the full recipe, you would do 2 cups of frozen peas. The other thing you can do if you're just serving 1 or 2 people is cut this into 4. You could do the smaller bags or, just 4 of these, and then you'll have 2 meals instead of 1. It says it has 6 servings. In the way that we portion out food in my family, it's like 4.5 servings or 5 servings. So usually one person gets a leftover. So nonetheless, I've got about half. I'm going to put the peas with the chicken, and that is bag 1. And then for bag 2, we've got 4 ounces of deli ham, which I almost bought Lunchables because I'm like, I wasn't able to get thick ham. So we'll see how this goes. But what I'm going to do, I just am folding it up into a big, like I'm totally doing this on the fly, but the quick slice is going to help us out. I'm going to cut it in half. So we've got these little chunks of it, and then I'm going to cut it in half again. So it's diced ham. Okay. So we're going to put that inside of bag 2 here. The quick slice I love for soft fruits and vegetables. Use it all the time. Actually, tonight we made risotto for dinner, and I used it for tomatoes. And now, and I didn't rinse it off. So our ham has a little tomato too, just a little extra bonus for my friend. Okay. And then can of cream of chicken soup. So I wanted to show you our can opener. It is the best can opener, but one thing that when you're opening a can, sometimes you don't even realize that it's opening. You're like, I don't think it's working because it's just smooth. It does latch on when you turn. So I've got it, in the air here. The can opener, the standard can opener, is known to be the item in your kitchen that has the most bacteria, because if you have a standard can opener and it touches your food and then it touches the next can's food and the next can's food, it's just that wheel is getting built up bacteria and you may not even notice it. So I've gone all the way around and it kind of releases. I'm going to turn it backwards to release. And then there's a little trigger and kind of like a beak. Do you guys see this here? I'm going to take the lip of the can and it will take the whole lid off. And notice that even though this has a pop top, I never used that because I was noticing my amazing little rubber or silicone scrapers were getting these little nicks in the side of them. And I was like, what causes that? And I thought, well, maybe someone put it down in the garbage disposal or something. But no, it was the sharp can eating away at my silicone scrapers. So once I realized that's what was happening, I was like, okay, well, we're going to have to open up even pop top cans. All right. So this one now has 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. So you can just use squeezed Dijon mustard. I have a Taste Buds subscription. And so I noticed that one of our seasonings from the Taste Buds subscription was Dijon mustard. If you're not sure what Taste Buds is, if you really have trouble with being inspired with in the kitchen and you're like, I don't know what to cook, or you just kind of get in a rut, one really great thing that you can do is subscribe to Taste Buds. We have a 1, a 3, and a 6-month subscription. You can keep going with it, but just to get some fresh ideas, they come with recipe cards and seasonings enough to do that recipe several times. And once you are done with it, you can keep the card and repurchase the seasonings, but it just kind of keeps it fresh. A few new recipes every single month, keep things fresh. And there's also a bonus when you have a subscription with either our Enrichables, which are add-ins to give your food more nutrition, or our Taste Buds. You can order with free shipping as an add-on to that any month that you need something, which is really nice if you need more seasonings. You don't have to buy shipping. So that's like a perk of being a member. Okay, so I've got this one ready. We're going to put it inside of bag 1. Here's my little helper here, Emmeline. And okay, I shouldn't have closed it. So this is ready to go. So what I'll do is I will, the night that I'm going to take this over, I will have, there's sour cream that it's served with. I'll put that inside the bag as well. The noodles, I'll probably ask her if she wants me to cook them so she can eat it that night or keep it frozen. And I'll have the instructions for how to serve. So that's ready to go. So quick, right? All right, next up, we are gonna do, well, let's do the stir fry. So stir fry is gonna be, we're gonna eat that yet this week. So I have my edamame. And I am using, for my stir fry, I'm using the honey teriyaki sauce. Can you grab the wok? The wok. So the honey teriyaki sauce.
Where's that?
The paper chef wok, you know, the skillet. In our measure, what is this called? Measure all. I have sticky peanut butter, anything like that. You can like, I call it like a plunger, plunge it out. We're going to use that as our stir fry sauce. It's the big one that has the big sides. So I'm putting it in this bowl. You would put yours in your freezer, but we're going to probably cook it tomorrow. So makes it nice and easy. And this would go with your chicken, which I have in the fridge. Okay, here we go. So we'll be stir frying in the Pampered Chef stainless nonstick wok. The etched in nonstick makes it super easy to clean up, but the stainless is getting that brown, that searing, which I love when I'm cooking chicken. So what I'll do is I'll cube that chicken, sear it up, add the edamame and the stir fry sauce. And then I'm also going to julienne a carrot. It says 2 carrots, but I have such a huge carrot. We have peeler set that comes in a set of 3. I only have 2 here. We've got your regular peeler, there's a serrated peeler, and then the julienne. So I just want to show you this. I'm going to get started and then you can take over. So peeling off just that outer layer. And I love having carrots julienne. I use it all the time in salads, but it's really, really great for stir fry too, because carrots take so long to cook. It's just really nice. So I'm gonna hold it nice and steady on one end and pull away. And it makes those nice long julienne shreds. Are you wanting to do it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I wanted to do the other one.
Okay. So you'll go all the way down the carrot. I usually end up swapping halfway through to get the thick side, but it's just so fast. And it's like, they serve this at restaurants and you're like, how do they do that? Let's see where my knife went. And these are pretty long, so I will cut them a little bit further. And then we'll add those to our 3 cups of broccoli florets. I didn't have you watch me cut up broccoli. So this will be our stir fry ready to go with our chicken. So if you are doing that in your freezer bag, you're going to put your edamame, whatever your stir fry sauce is, your chicken in one bag, and then your 2 carrots julienne, broccoli florets. Oh, I forgot to add the seasoning, the Asian seasoning. And then put that all together and you'll be ready to heat up the wok and go. All right, last one is our chicken orzo skillet. And we're gonna do this with risotto rice when we cook it, just because we don't do a lot of pasta. And I could not find gluten-free orzo pasta. And orzo is the little tiny noodles that come in like your rice-a-roni. If you know the rice-a-roni boxes, that is like kind of like tiny little noodles. But I want to show you our Rapid Prep Manzolin. This is a sale item through the end of January. So if you win one of our 50% offs this tonight, you could get this. It's already $59 instead of $79. Yes, you can. And it has 8 different settings. You can do julienne, French fries. You can do the little, we're going to do zucchini on a thick setting. So I want to make sure I have it all together. It's nice and safe, easy to clean, comes with its own little cleaning brush. Pop it in. Oh, I've got it on the French fry setting. How did I not notice that?
Well, we can make those ones.
Well, we'll
French
make
fries.
zucchini fries, right? Okay. Here, you want to press down? And And then we'll go food holder, go ahead. And you can do all kinds of stuff with this, even as hard and thick as a sweet potato. Hey, thank you, Emmeline, everyone. So there's our thick zucchini. Now, when you're freezing and cooking ahead with zucchini, the thicker is better because they kind of disappear as they cook longer. So especially if you are going to do that with a slow cooker. All right, so let's pop this or put this all together. We've got our chicken in one bag and we're gonna do our zucchini with it. Okay, so that's bag one. And bag two is going to hold our chickpeas that are drained and rinsed. That's just garbanzo beans. If you're looking for them at the store, it's what hummus is made out of. So we're gonna put those in. Then we've got diced tomatoes. We always, anytime they do diced tomatoes, I choose fire roasted. That's my favorite. And we're skipping the onion. You can get your fire roasted tomatoes with onion and garlic, but we chose just to do our own garlic. So I've got a couple cloves of unpeeled garlic here. I'm gonna press that in. You wanna do it? There we go. Good job. And oh, you know what? The brush, I think I don't have it with me, but the garlic press is nice because you don't have to peel, and it comes with this little brush. I'm so used to use.
Floss somewhere in all of our drawers. I don't know where.
I know. I've even bought an extra one. Okay, so we've got our garlic. And then our Greek seasoning. Now the Greek seasoning is so good. I use this sometimes with when I make like cold chicken salad. So good. Oh, I was gonna use I was gonna use my measuring, but I know about a capful is a little over a tablespoon. So I'm not like a Betty Crocker has to measure it kind of gal, but if that stresses you out, please measure. Okay, so that is our
measure.
That's our third one. So we'll put our wet inside the dry bag and then the instructions and go from there. So I hope that even just a really quick talk through of those shows you how easy it is to cook all at once and make these meals. You could make all 5 meals, and we've done this in about 30 minutes. You can make all 5 meals and have your whole chicken dinners ready to go. And if you are a 1 or 2 person, cut these in half and you're able to make them stretch even longer. I do recommend if you want to save on plastic, that's always a big thing for me. I know Lisa mentioned it as well, but our reusable bags are so nice. You can sous vide in them. Just the other day, Emmeline's like, where are the green ones? We love the small snack ones. This one would be plenty big for freezing for a half a batch, or the orange would be great for the full if you're cooking along. Now, we have now done chicken and we've done beef. If you missed either, one, and you didn't cook along, but you want those, chat with your Pampered Chef consultant. Each and every one of us has access to that. And if you're a consultant watching, you'll find that under Consultants Corner in marketing imagery, you can type in Power Cooking and get a downloadable PDF for your customers. And we have replays of these if they would like a little guidance when they're doing their own. But they really do a good job of breaking it down and then how to serve and cook it as well. And, you know, the Pampered Chef tools make it so easy to just make it go really, really fast. So let me share with you as we wrap up. And I know I want to thank Kim for doing our attendance tonight, because she took the time to put your names in here so that we can do a drawing here in a moment. I wanted to share the specials. Can you guys see my screen with the specials? Okay. We have a New Year's sale, and this is still going on through the end of January. Hopefully you can see that. We've got our air fryer, which is probably the most used thing in our kitchen, the air fryer and our mandolin. They are both on sale through January. So talk with your consultant, because if you could get a quick online party together, if one of those things are on your wish list and you're a host with even the smallest qualifying party, and this is true for you consultants as well. Consultants, you can host your own party and you get a 50% off with just $200 in sales. You could get the air fryer that's already discounted, an additional 50% off. Same with the Rapid Prep mandolin. So I highly recommend them. They work really well together if you love French fries. The other thing that's on sale right now is the opportunity to become a Pampered Chef consultant. So I just want to let you know we've got 50% off, and we're going to be giving away 2 of the stoneware launch bundles for free to anyone that's interested. So if you haven't yet told your consultant that you're interested in being a consultant for 30 days and trying it out with us, you would be training with your consultant and myself most likely. And you can get that whole rock, crock, and slow cooker set, as well as a skillet. In addition to the free starter kit, you can try out the business, see if it's a good fit. It's really great if you're looking for a little extra fun or a side gig that's super flexible with your schedule. And if January is too soon and you don't want to rush to get a party together, our stoneware month, everyone loves stoneware. You can get 2 different items, 60% off with your consultant when you host. And again, as a consultant, you are able to host a party as well. Okay, I think we forgot Dusty's cheese. Dusty, can we try and see if grating cheese is possible with the internet connection?
Yes, we can try that. So
Okay,
I wanted to share with you guys my chicken. So that's my shredded chicken that I made in the red crock. And I've had to add like 2 extra minutes, but no big deal. But if you know anything about shredded cheese from the store that's already pre-shredded and how bad it is for you and the gunk that's in it, it's super easy to just shred your own. So I've been using, because we go through a lot, our closing cut, because I like the fact that it has the lid that you can cut the cheese up on. And then I've been grating it myself. And you can either put it in our reusable bag, or you can get just a Ziploc bag and you can actually freeze it. I got that from my grandma. So, but here I'm going to just shred some up and just show you guys how easy that is. And so then what I do is I'll take the extra piece that's left, put it in there, and then I will take all of the shredded cheese, stick it in the bowl and put it in the fridge. It did get a really big block, so this I will probably shred up and then put in our reusable bag and then put it in the freezer for future use. So that's that.
Awesome. And then Lisa, is yours done to show us your final product?
Absolutely. There it is.
Hold please, I gotta find you. There you are. Oh, that looks so good. You got some, is that cilantro on top?
Yes, I put some cilantro on top. So Corey's already eating it. How is it?
Really good.
He likes it. So
Awesome. That was the right answer, Corey. With Velveeta, how can you go wrong, right?
right.
Thanks. Thanks, Lisa and Dusty, for sharing your kitchens with us tonight. I think we're just about ready for our door prize, but let's do a quick Q&A. So this is interactive. If you need be, you can either pop your question in the chat and then Kim will read it to me, or you can come off mute. Just be nice to me. And we'll answer your questions. And we'll just do a speed round. If you have a question about what we did tonight, about being a consultant, about hosting, we'll pop you in for another chance to win one of these door prizes. So ready, set, go.
I have a question.
Yeah.
On the February stoneware, it said 60% off 2 stones. Is that 2 different stones or is it one set?
So there will be a list to choose from. Typically, hold on, I just put it away, but I can read it to us. 2 different items or sets choosing from 20 pieces. So like I know the chip dip, that counts as one. And then there's like the whole entertaining set could be one as well.
Okay.
That helps. Yeah. And I'll get you entered again. Anybody else have a question?
Okay, so Christy had a question for Dusty. She wants to know if the cheese tastes the same after being frozen.
Yes, it does. I've done it that way for years. And my grandma has too. That's where I got it from. I did not notice a difference.
I would agree. Cheese will
Mhm.
still be cheese. Totally. Anybody else?
Not seeing any more questions.
Okay.
Just getting confirmation. Oh, wait. How long do you store cheese in the freezer?
That's a good question.
Okay,
That
Lisa
is a good
says for
question.
years.
Yeah,
That's probably not the right answer, but I will tell you that I freeze cheese all the time and sometimes it gets stuck in the back of the freezer or the bottom and I forget about it and like for a long time.
I would agree. Kathy wants to know what the reusable bags are made of, which is silicone.
Mhm.
All
Yep.
the safe things. Super fun to put them in the dishwasher, flip them inside out on the top shelf,
Yes.
and then it will wash the inside on the outside, and then you let it dry and then flip it back and it stores flat. It's the only way to do it, in my opinion. Okay, Julia asked, have you tried to chop crackers in the Flex Plus with success? That's a good idea.
Yeah, I can't imagine that it wouldn't be a great idea. I haven't personally done it, but if you did chips, crackers are easier, right?
I would think so. Robin, I assume that's what your yes is about.
Yeah, good. I love the questions.
These are awesome ideas.
Yes, it works.
Cool.
Okay,
Right.
that's all that I'm seeing.
Okay. Well, are you guys ready to see who our winners are? Okay. Let's do, hold on. I should probably, how do I share this? There we go. Too many tabs open. They say there's 2 kinds of people in the world, and I am the people that have all the tabs open. I don't know what that means about me, but
I don't like the tabs.
okay. First winner is going to get a 60% off cookware item. You want to read the name? Okay. And you can push the button too if you want. 60% off goes to, we didn't hear you. Kathy Brooks. Awesome. Congrats to Kathy. All right. You can just close it and then push it again. This is going to be for a 50% off coupon. All right, Kathy's iPad. Make sure that you tell your consultant who you are so we can get you your 50% off. All right. And this is our other 50% off coupon. And we have to use these coupons by the end of the month, guys. So if you don't need them, that's okay, but they're rightfully yours. You won them. It's like Miss Diane. Awesome. Congrats. All right. Last one. We're giving away 2 free new consultant card starter kits. If I've got everyone on here, I feel like we should just double check. Is there anyone else that needs to be entered for this one?
Can you add Heidi?
I sure can. Anybody else before we stop? Oh, Emma's ready to go. All right, first new consultant kit is goes to Brooke.
Brooke.
All right. Go ahead and win me. It's fine. If you win again, we'll have to do it again. All right, and the second. I knew that was gonna happen.
Bruh.
All right, hold please. Brooke, we really want you to be a consultant. All right, do it again. Like Tammy G. All right, Tammy, you're gonna have to follow up your consultant too. So thank you guys. Oh no. All right, I guess we're giving away a third one. Okay, no more pushing. Marcia also gets a free consultant kit. So, hey, if you want to be a consultant and you did not win a kit, if you did, please reach out to your consultant so they can get to me and I can, tell you how to redeem that. But, you still have time. It's $25 to join. And, if it, so like, I know sometimes I can wheel and deal for another coupon. So we'll see. If you have any questions about our workshop, if you need the recipes, please check out our Facebook group. Mark your calendars now for our, it's the 4th Thursday of February. And I know it's the same date in February and March. I don't know what the date is off the top of my head. But it's the 4th Thursday. We hope that you'll come back again, and I will hang on for just a few